Hello, Taurus. It's Lynn from Divine Central. I am here with your April 2023 tarot reading. I'm going to pull one card in various aspects of your life, and we'll just see what guidance tarot has for you. I am going to be using the Star Tarot this month. It's a stunningly beautiful deck, and you wouldn't think so, but um, sometimes too much quality could not be a good thing. The cards are ridiculously thick and they're oversized. So for my older hands, it's really hard to handle. They're very, very thickly coated plastic too. Now the thick plastic coating would be great on a thinner a thinner deck, because I think we could manipulate them more without damaging them. And I'm afraid this deck it's already showing wear for what little I use it. So I don't use it very often. So let's consider it a special deck today. Okay. So I'm going to switch cameras for you, and we will get started with what we have in store. I've already shuffled. Let's just get going. We have work and finances, your personal relationships or love life, social, friends and family, and personal development or personal growth, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual. Then let's end by asking for just a little bit of advice at the end of the day. Okay, so we're going to start out with the moon for work, for business. All right. So listen, sometimes, and I say this with the high priestess too, sometimes we're on a path or a trajectory and we really don't know where it's going. We don't know where the end is. We can't see that light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes that's got to be okay. In the case of the high priestess, I would tell you to trust your intuition, but have faith in the fact that the high priestess is going to take you where you need to go. When it comes to the moon, no, not so much. With the moon, you kind of got to rely on your own instincts or your own wits. The problem here is oftentimes decisions that need to be made have to be made by other people, superiors, what have you. So maybe the management isn't being clear as to the direction it's leading the company right now. And so you'll have to show some patience and wait and see how that plays out. But do, in fact, allow your gut feeling to rule here. If you think that it might be time for a change or a different direction, and even though you don't know quite sure where that's going to be, then maybe you need to pursue that. But I think that for the most part, I think that just, where you're headed is unclear right now at work. And so maybe a little patience and for this month anyway, to see how it all shakes out. You might be surprised. It might not be it might be something better than you thought. Okay, so as far as your finances go, we have the Knight of Wands. Boy, I love this card. I love the whole idea of this card. This is my bull in a china shop. This is all that chaotic, crazy, nutty energy flowing, moving, going, jumping in both feet first. And it's all, it's almost like we love this guy in spite of himself. But when it comes to finances, that's not necessarily the best attitude to have. But it does say to us, we need to let loose and take loosen that tie, take a break, have a little bit of fun, because that's what he does. The Knight of Wands is often about travel, and so maybe what you need to do is find a creative way to work your finances so that you can maybe take a trip, even if it's just, an overnight trip somewhere, a road trip of some kind, or getting on a plane and flying somewhere. But I think this month, if there's no room in the finances for it, get creative about how you might just take a break and get away from your current conundrum. All right, so that's this month. As far as your personal life goes, we have the Four of Cups. Now listen, there's some kind of distraction going on this month for you, I think. If you are in a committed relationship, it's all right to be distracted. It's all right to do self-care, but you really need to communicate that to your significant other, because if you don't, then you leave them to feel like it's something that they've done, when really this has nothing to do with anybody but yourself. So it's okay to take a break, take a breather. Just be really communicative about it. If you are single and looking, I would say that this month, your heart's just not in it. And that's okay too. Honestly, I've seen a lot of cases where the minute you stop looking and the minute you stop concerning yourself with it, then, all of a sudden somebody pops up. So I think it's a month for self-care, at least in the love life area. As far as your friends, family, and social life go, we have the Three of Wands. And boy, I'll tell you what, this is putting a plan into action. Threes are about expansion. Wands are about creativity. So it's running with something. It's April. It's time to start looking at perennials, buying them and or getting ready to plant them, or it could be but it's kind of like doing it in a teamwork fashion when it comes to friends and family. I mean, maybe you have an elderly aunt or parents that can't really get out and do yard work, and it's time to start raking up all the rest of the old leaves from the fall if you're in the winter country, and starting to prepare the yard for spring, but doing it maybe, with siblings or cousins, or getting together with family and helping other family members out. So, but doing it in a really creative and fun way. And I think that you could probably be the person that leads that, and I think everybody will be really happy for that. As far as your personal growth or personal development, we have the Eight of Wands, and in this, boy, in this card you can see just all the electrifying stuff going on here. Typically, this is about news and about things being up in the air right now. And I think that pertains very well to your work situation where things are up in the air. And maybe this is the month that you just have to take a deep breath and practice a little patience, because things are coming, news is coming, but you're not going to know what it is yet. So rather than come up with a whole bunch of things like the moon can make us, see things bigger than life. Instead of creating something that's not there, why not just put your time and your energy, focus energy into something else that will take your mind off of this until this situation resolves. So what does Spirit have to say for you for this month in the last minute? We have the Chariot. So the Chariot is about as opposite as you can get for patience, right? It says, forge ahead, take no prisoners. But what I think that the Chariot is saying to us today, look at this beautiful card. I just love the artwork from this. Oh, can we see it? There you go. It's being pulled in two different directions. And I think that the key here this month is focus, which is what the Chariot expects. Focus your time and your attention on the things that you can change, and just try to let go of the things that you have no control over. I think that's the key. And if you can do that this month, I think you'll have a really good month. I think it'll be a very creative and fun month. And only if you make it so, right? Only if you make it so. Have a great April, and happy birthday to all you April people. I am an April Aries baby too, and we'll see you next time. Please like this channel if you like this video so that other people can find it. Thanks. Bye.